Because it has micro, some people may think that it's simpler than the whole American grid, but think of nanotech. Nanotech, it's nano, but it doesn't mean that it's simpler than just regular technology. My name is Ali Mehrizi-Sani, and I'm a professor of electrical engineering and director of our Power and Energy Center. I do research on power systems, integration of renewables, and how we can have a sustainable, clean power system that is also resilient and reliable. Microgrids are a collection of resources and loads. They have different types of generation, mostly what we call distributed energy resources. That means they can have renewables like solar, maybe wind turbines as backup. They could also have diesel generators. And loads could be all the devices that we connect to the plugs. So you can think of them cooling loads like AC. You could think of them of the office loads like computers or electric vehicles or the oven and so on. Typically, microgrids are able to operate in grid-connected mode and in islanded mode. What islanded mode means is it can also operate when the grid is not present. And that is really the distinguishing factor for microgrids, because that enables them to operate as a resiliency resource. We'll start with a bit of history. The grid, or the utility grid, is the national electricity delivery system that we have. In the US, our grid is actually connected all the way from West Coast to East Coast, and then we have the Canadian system connected to our system, and we also have parts of Mexico. So it's really a very large engineering system. The power grid actually started as a set of microgrids. We did not really call it microgrids at the time, but if you go back 100, 120 years ago when the power grid just started, we did not really have long distance transmission type of technology that we have today. We still want to have the interconnected grid, but there are applications, there are scenarios where we have local loads that we need to really make sure that they are reliably powered. In terms of implementation, the applications examples are our university campuses. For example, our own Virginia Tech Electric Service, they have a microgrid on campus. Hospitals, police stations, some command centers, and so on have also been operating as a microgrid. Think of it as kind of having a public transit system and having your own car. We love public transit, right? It's reliable most of the time, it's very cheap, and it's convenient. But there are times that public transit may not be operating, or public transit may be too busy or just doesn't go the routes that we want. So you're thinking of microgrids as kind of having a private car, but most of the time you actually still are going to be relying on the utility grid because it's cheaper and it's going to still provide the services that you need to provide. My name is Ali Mehrizi-Sani. This is Microgrids Explained.